Are we doing a live stream today? Is this a live stream? Welcome to iStreamVan, the upload. Well, that introduction was a piece of artwork just like this game, Art of Rally. It was released in 2020 by Funk Selector Labs and it's available on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One and Switch. So let's have a look at it. As we all know, retro's big at the moment and Fun Selector jumped straight onto this with a rally-based game. As you can see, the graphics are very stylized and added to the music gives you a really good sort of package. Very enjoyable to play and it's actually quite relaxing in some places. You can see as well also the bright vibrant colours. Almost looks like a bit like No Man's Sky a little bit. So let's have a look at the gameplay. Now you can see it's top down. You can change the camera angles. I prefer to have it quite zoomed out, but most of the camera angles are from this sort of position. You can see that the crowd are moving in and out. Again, very stylised, very retro looking. The game has a good selection of cars. They all look like real cars, but obviously they haven't got the licence to actually use the brand name, so the cars do look quite like the cars are supposed to be, but obviously you get the slight changes, a little bit like Burnout, those sort of games. They'll have a car very similar and then they'll call it something very similar. I like to choose the Mini. We all love a classic Mini. So how does it play? Well, I first installed it, went to the introductions. There was no tutorial, as you normally probably would get to get you into the swing of things. I ended up going into a free roam level, and I just assumed that was the game. You had to go around and collect items, you had to collect letters that spelled rally, old 80s cassettes, and get photographs taken in certain viewpoints, a little bit like Forza, those sort of games. Well, it was a bit strange really, because I played it for about 30-40 minutes just roaming around thinking, well, when does the game actually start? Went back to the start position, went around, followed the map, and nothing really came of it. I thought, well, is this the game? It's only when I actually came out of the game I saw the actual menu was revealed that you could play the career mode and obviously other modes, so that's when the game actually started. But it kind of put me off a little bit at the start there, just kind of roaming around thinking, well, that's it, really. So the game actually did start and you can unlock plenty of cars as you go through different tournaments, get different stages. I don't easy level setting, came second most times. It's definitely a game you need to learn to play to get you drifting and get around corners. There's the handbrake function you can see just then. You can get around the bends a lot sharper. It's definitely a game you need to play a bit more of to get into. As you can see, the graphics, a lot of repetition with the shapes, the models that are used. It kind of puts me off slightly. I know it's supposed to be the retro sort of genre, but it's quite basic. There's a fine line between a mobile app game and a game that's trying to be £20 day in, day out, that you want to spend your money on and be clever. And it's a bit borderline for me, this one. This is the sort of game I would expect on a mobile device. It is enjoyable, it does draw you in, but is it worth the £20? I'm not too sure about that. Because it's a rally game, you don't really get to go up against people live on the track, it's just about times. And that's okay if you're a die-hard rally fan, but I don't know, it feels like it needs to have the competitive more than one car race sort of angle towards it, I think. Art of Rally is currently on Game Pass, so probably worth a good look at, but is it worth £20? I'm not too sure. Well, thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. Terminate upload.